Welcome to Blade HQ, everybody. Today is Monday, August 25th, 2025, and we've got a great big pile of new knives. We hope you all had a great National Knife Day weekend. We certainly did. Hope it was filled with family, fun, food, and sharp stuff. Today's episode is sponsored by Buck Knives, who also have our first new knife of the day, which is the Buck Range, which will drop tomorrow. Buck Knives is one of our favorite brands here at Blade HQ because they stand for all of the best stuff. They are USA made. They are renowned for their employee retention, the way they treat their people who stick around for decades, and their knives are absolutely incredible. This is the new range that's coming out this week, and it is super cool. Let me tell you about it. This is the Range Elite, so we got a CPM MagnaCut blade featuring that Boss heat treat. Boss heat treats are some of the best in the game. We might have to do an entire video about that someday because my goodness, are they awesome. We have aluminum handle scales. These ones are green anodized. However, there are some versions you can get with the 154 cm and then like an FRN here. One of my favorite things about this handle though is look at this backspacer, or lack thereof, I should say. Instead of having a spacer here, they have this wraparound from the handle to give you a bit fewer parts counts and a bit easier of a tuning and assembly experience, and I really appreciate that. Crossbar lock, the first Buck crossbar lock, and I mean, it's just a great knife all the way around. Reversible pocket clip, I love the Range. It's great, and I want to say these start around 120. This particular version goes for, I want to say north of 200. I could be wrong on that. I didn't write down the price for some who knows on reason. But yeah, the Buck Range is here, and it is incredible. The Buck Range is especially special to me, though, because I got one of the prototypes, and that's actually what I'm carrying today. This is a very early Buck Range prototype. In fact, this one has a backspacer. My buddy Lee from Buck, who is one of their industrial designers, although he's in marketing now, gave this to me, and it has this Speed Weasel engraved on it because apparently early on in the process, it was named the Speed Weasel. So it's a fun knife. The Range is here, and it's great, and I'm very excited for each of you to get there. Thank you, Buck, for sponsoring this video. Next new knife we have comes from ProTech, and this is the Duke 2. Some of you ProTech historians may be aware of the Duke. The Duke came out a good long while ago, and then it was discontinued, but it is back out of the ProTech vault, and it is better than ever. We saw some customs of it earlier this year. They were like the Mike Erie hand grinds, beautiful titanium steel, whatever, but this is a much more everyday carry friendly one. It goes for $190. It'll give you a MagnaCut blade and a black anodized aluminum handle. Gonna be nice and easy to carry, just the right size, deep carry pocket clip. Excellent work, ProTech, on this beautiful automatic. Next up, we have an exclusive from QSP. I saw in the chat earlier somebody was asking about budget-friendly knives. This one's really awesome. So QSP, Quality Service Price, is what that stands for. And that is what they have as a brand stand for. This has a CPM S35VN blade and these beautiful blue aluminum handle scales, although we also have some gray ones. These ones are going for $74.95. $75 is getting you a powder steel and a nice metal handle. Full metal build, a very inspiring, like it makes you feel confident to use the knife. Nice buttery action. It's just a great knife all the way around for $75. And I'm really thrilled that Blade HQ has this exclusive. So as with all exclusives, they may be around forever, they may go away. I do not know, and nobody tells me, but you can check them out right now at bladehq.com. Speaking of exclusive, we have another one from Benchmade. This is the Benchmade Shootout, and this one's a little special because it is the first, and to my knowledge, only Shootout that has an uncoated blade. This is just a stonewashed S30V blade, and then we also have the gray aluminum slide and backspace, pommel thing here that does not have a glass breaker, by the way, for all you guys out there who don't like glass breakers. And we have an uncoated deep carry clip as well to sort of match the blade. It's a lot of fun. It goes for $325, and it's the same Shootout you all know and love. I remember why the owner of Blade HQ once upon a time took a Shootout and ran it over with his truck just to see what happens. And it just came back and kept it going, which is especially impressive considering that this is a full plastic, or Grivery, I believe is the name of the brand of the injection molded polymer they use here. Like, it's super light, one of the lightest OTFs you'll hold, especially in its size class. But it's also very durable just because of how Benchmade does it. Benchmade's been really cooking in the lightweight stuff as of late. Next up, keeping it new from Benchmade, we have the Lowden. These are going for $320. And the Lowden is a lot of fun. It's definitely a bit of a different knife. We have an M390 blade on this guy, and then these coated aluminum handle scales. And I think this red really pops. That is a beautiful red. And then we have Cerakote finish on the pocket clip to match the color of the crossbar, and then that almost dagger grind on these. These are very distinctive, but I would almost call classy knife designs. They're not quite what you expect, but they feel familiar and knife-like in the hand. They definitely have an impact to them, and it's very exciting to see Benchmade sort of giving us some different stuff. And that's kind of Benchmade's way, is they are always pushing the envelope and trying something new. And I love that the Lowden is that. And it is brand new this week at Blade HQ. Next up, we have the new Flytanium Concourse. So this is a design collaboration with a company called Demeter Design Works. Demeter Design Works is actually started by a former Blade HQ employee. Theo, if you remember him, he used to come and be on videos with me from time to time. He has since moved on to bigger and better things, one of which is Demeter Design Works. And they are a bit of a design house at this point, kind of doing a lot of fun stuff, including but not limited to knives. This is the Concourse from Flytanium. It's got a titanium handle. And normally when you hear titanium frame lock, you're gonna think M390 or S35VN. No, we have a 14C28N blade here. And that accomplishes a couple of things. One is it's very tough, and that is very nice. If you're gonna be doing this as an EDC knife, you're like hit a staple in cardboard or something, you're not gonna run into issues. Also, extremely easy to sharpen. And perhaps most importantly, it keeps the price to a very reasonable number. We got $129 at this guy, gets you a titanium frame lock, full titanium, milled clip, all the fancy for 130 bucks. Not bad at all. This is a really fun knife, great everyday carrier, and my favorite thing about it is how it sort of angles the blade forward. And as they say at some places, it keeps the blade downrange. It's going away. It says, put me in, coach. It wants to do work, and I really appreciate that. It also has a quite unique style. It doesn't look like anything else, but it also doesn't feel weird in the hand. And I really appreciate that. Well done, Theo. Well done, Demeter Design Works, and well done, Flytanium. Next up, new from Chaves, we have Liberation Streets. But you're like, I've seen the Liberation Street before. You have, but not like this. These are integrals. So an integral means it's a titanium, or I've seen carbon fiber or a few other integrals out there, a single block out of which the entire handle is milled. Because of that, you have one screw right here, which is the pivot. And then on the back, you also have the screws to hold the pocket clip on and the screw to hold the lock bar insert so you don't have lock stick. But on the front, it makes for a really clean knife and a very comfortable knife in the hand as well, because you don't have the sandwich effect happening with the backspacer. Very nice indeed. These come in Tantos and drop points and a few different colorways. You can get the black and stone-washed blades. You can go full black, or my personal favorite comes with this guy, which is the gunmetal gray DLC. That just looks so cool. Chaves knives are really nicely well done and well designed. And for the price, like, I don't think you'll find much by way of titanium integrals for less. These are going for $345, which seriously, for an integral is crazy. So thank you, Chaves, for bringing us some awesome knives this time around. And I'm sure we'll be seeing more from Chaves very soon. Next up, we have the next in the Element series from Hogue with the Mysto. This one is the metal. Now, when I heard that they were doing a metal one, I kind of figured they would use titanium scales like you find on the original Mysto. But no, no sir here, because this one is Richlight, just like all the others have been. I should have just thought about that. But they kept it very gray and sort of give you a monotone look here. And it keeps it nice and light, but it's still the Mysto you know and love. Super smooth action. I love the thumb studs here. This is an awesome knife. I love the Mysto. All my coworkers are saying like, oh, this one's so gray. The other ones were like the woody, the Maple Valley Richlight and everything else. This might just be my favorite of the Mysto lineup so far. I really, really like the metal Mysto. It looks good, it feels good, and I love the topographic pattern they have on the Richlight. Very fun. Keep up the collection on that one too. The elemental pattern I don't imagine will be around forever, but it's a really fun thing to collect in the Hogue knife world. Next up, we have some new arrivals from ProTech, starting here with the Runt 5. And this one has the reverse Tanto, the black-coated 20 CV blade, and all the fun stuff going on. It's the same Runt 5 you know and love, but in classic ProTech fashion, they're releasing it in versions we haven't seen before. Here, it's a blackout. We also have the Magna Cut reverse Tanto, black blade, blue handle on the Malibu. This one's a lot of fun. The Malibus never stick around for long. So half the reason we put this in here is just to let you all know, we just got a restock of Malibus. go eat them because they will not be around forever. And the last one we have is one I really like the looks of. This one is the Cambria 2, and this one's got the fun carbon fiber insert, a MagnaCut blade, and one of the most organic, both feeling and looking knives out there. Really nice in the hand, really nice to cut with, and my goodness, is it nice to look at. That one goes for $295. That is just a sampling of what is new at Blade HQ this week. You can check out more over at the new arrivals page at bladehq.com. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time. Except for